Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am doing a what I eat in a day, and I'm really excited about it because I haven't done one of these in so long, and they're probably my favorite videos to do, and I know y'all like them a lot too. So I just woke up and I am not really hungry. I typically don't get hungry for a couple hours until after I wake up. Sorry, let me stop swinging because this might be a little motion sickness for you. So anyway, yeah, I'm not hungry. I'm just gonna sit out here, enjoy the fresh air, drink my water, and I think go on a hike. It's a really good day for a hike. I love to go when it's overcast, like real thick clouds, and feels kind of cool. So that sounds like a good thing to do. Oh man, one of my new favorite things to do is trail run. I don't know, if you would have asked me a year ago if I could see myself trail running, I would have said no. But I just get so much enjoyment out of it. And it doesn't feel as, what's the word? Like I don't find myself wondering how much further I have to go. I can go so far just trail running. I just love it. I just love seeing all the scenery. Definitely my favorite right now. Let me show y'all something, this chair. Someone just put a random chair up here, and it's pretty awesome. I'm gonna have a seat, see what we see. Nice little break. Okay, so that was an amazing hike. I am starving. After I came in from the hike, we actually had to go run an errand somewhere. So it's 11:45 now and I have to eat. And I am eating this delicious bowl of oatmeal that I have been making lately. Normally I put strawberries on this, but today I put frozen cherries and it is so good. So I'm gonna be eating this, and then I have a side of broccoli. Since it's practically lunchtime, I'm just gonna go ahead and eat a side of broccoli with this to really fill my stomach, because I'm only doing about half a cup of oats, and normally that wouldn't keep me full for that long. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this broccoli, and I'm just gonna top this with this Nacho Spice Nutritional yeast. Now I get this from Whole Foods, but I know if you can't find it at your Whole Foods around you, or maybe you don't have a Whole Foods around you, you can go to Frontier Co-op's website and order some of this. It's, again, it's Nacho Spice Nutritional Yeast. It's really tasty. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on my broccoli and mix that up. This is so good. So let me go ahead and show you how I make this. It's really simple, really easy, and super tasty. I'm just using old-fashioned rolled oats. I'm just taking about half a cup of oats, and then I'm just putting in a half a cup of plant milk. And then while that is cooking, I'm just gonna make the milk that I'm gonna pour on my oatmeal. So I'm gonna put in a blender just half of a banana, and then some unsweet vanilla milk. I'm not gonna do too much. This is just unsweet vanilla almond milk. Just gonna blend that up real quick. Now, if you wanna make your oatmeal a little bit more sweet, you can add the other half of this banana. I put one half of the banana in here, remember? So you can put the other half in there. I'm only gonna do half a banana because I find that the milk I pour on makes this sweet enough for me. So, but you know, you can do whatever you want. So when this is nice and thick, I like mine like this. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off and then serve myself some. I'm gonna go ahead and put just some frozen cherries on here. Now I like to eat this with fresh strawberries most of the time, but we are out. So I also love oatmeal with frozen cherries. So I'm gonna put that in there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pour this yummy milk concoction on here. Give that a good stir. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Ground flaxseed, just for some healthy fats. And there you go, my friends. I'm gonna dig into this delicious bowl of oatmeal. Whew, I mean, praise God for a shower, right? All right, but on to lunch. I have made this delicious ramen bowl inspired by Derek over at Nutrition. If you haven't checked out his channel, you should. But I'm still feeling pretty full from my breakfast, or if you want to call it brunch. But I want to go ahead and eat something, because if I don't, then I'm going to end up eating a late lunch, early dinner, and then I might get kind of hungry before bed, and I don't like when that happens. So I'm going to go ahead and just eat something really light, like this ramen. It is so amazing, so flavorful, and quite frankly, it's been on our menu all week, and it's delicious. So for this recipe, I'm just taking right now just purple cabbage, and I'm just shredding some of this up. We're gonna put this on top of the ramen. I'm not gonna use too much of it. And then I also sliced up just some teriyaki tofu. Now, I don't use a ton of tofu just because I do watch my fat intake. So this is literally just like a handful, not too much, and it's probably around like 5 grams of fat. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. And I'm actually gonna cube these a little smaller. I feel like it'll feel like I have more in there if I cube these. Now, if you can't find teriyaki tofu anywhere, you can just flavor it yourself. You could saute some of this tofu in a little teriyaki sauce, and it'll be good to go for you. So I'm gonna put this to the side. Don't mind my beautiful nails. Work in progress here. Okay, next we're just gonna shred up some carrots for the topping too. Now, I usually will shred giant, normal sized carrots, but all we have are these little mini ones right here because the kids take them to school. So I'm just gonna shred some of these up really quick. Okay, so next is my little twist on this. I love these McDougall Right Food soups. These are obviously the ramen chicken flavor. These aren't real chicken. I love to keep these in my pantry for road trips. They have all kinds of different flavors. Pad Thai, they have an awesome black bean and lime soup that I use occasionally, but I just don't feel like making ramen noodles and then flavoring this whole soup, if you will, because this actually comes with a flavor packet in there and the perfect amount of ramen that I want to have for this meal. Again, remember, I'm not really hungry, so I want to eat kind of on the light side. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this. The great thing about these, you just fill it with water to the line, and then it comes with a little flavor packet. And then you can pop this in the microwave for 1.5 minutes and it is done. Or you can make this on the stove if you want. All right, so here is the ramen, delicious. And we're just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my toppings on it. So I'm gonna put in some bok choy, which looks amazing. And I'm gonna stir that around a bit and let that kind of wilt a tad. If you're cooking this like on the stove, if you aren't using the Right Foods ramen and you're cooking this on the stove, you can add the bok choy in there as the noodles are cooking, just to kind of get them to soften up quicker. Let's go check out what my husband's doing because I'm asking him to move my garden to a new spot. Yes. How's it going?
A lot of ants.
Oh, well, can we just, okay.
Got a hill or something right here.
You can tell we're amateur gardeners because when we put these in, we didn't leave space to go on the other side. So that's kind of why we're moving. Everything died except these bell peppers. So we are gonna move this to a new area and start over. I'm gonna try to save these pepper plants and like repot them, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to save them all. All right, moving on to dinner. Or is it supper? Growing up, we always called it dinner, but so many people I knew called it supper, and I never knew. Like, what do you call it? I'd love to know, comment below. But anyway, back to my dinner, which is my delicious chickpea and rice concoction. Now, if you're following me over on Instagram, you know I'm pretty obsessed with this. I can't stop eating it. It's going on about a month. It's some part of my day, whether that's lunch or dinner. I may have had it for breakfast one time. I'm not gonna lie. But gosh, this meal is just one of my favorites. It is full of just protein and energy and nutrition and deliciousness. I mean, I can go on, but it is so good. And let me say this, I never was a chickpea fan, ever, until, I don't know, like a month ago, I guess. And now I just can't stop. I would eat this in front of you right now, but as you can tell, it's super hot. So I'm gonna let it cool. And while it cools, I'm gonna show you how I make this. Super fast, super easy. Let's do it. I'm just adding a can of chickpeas with the juice. Now, if you get a can of chickpeas that's no salt added, like me, and it's a BPA-free lining can, go ahead and put the juice in there with it. It's gonna help make this kind of like sauce. And then after that, I'm just gonna throw in some brown rice. I love to use just frozen brown rice. It is like gold standard over here in this house. It just makes things so much quicker for my meals. This is kind of hard to do with one hand. Hold on. Try to get like a technique. There we go, that's good enough. If you can't find, frozen brown rice anywhere, you can just make brown rice on the weekends and then freeze it for yourself. That way things can go a lot quicker for you whenever you want to make a rice dish. And then we're going to add in some veggies. Now I like to add in red and green and orange bell peppers, but you can add anything you want. Today we're going to do the bell peppers. These are frozen from my garden. I'm so proud of them, but I ran out of Ziploc bags and froze them in here, and it's like rock solid. So I'm trying to scrape these from there, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the peppers, and then I'm gonna throw in some spinach at the end. I feel like I need to get some spinach in, so we're gonna do that too. Okay, next I'm gonna put in about 1/4 of a cup, maybe a little more, of Nutritional yeast. Now I love the 365 brand, but Whole Foods was out, so I went ahead and grabbed just the Nutritional yeast from Bragg, which is still just as good. I just find the 365 version is a bit cheesier and less nutritional yeasty. Give that a good stir. Now, just FYI, this is just 1 serving for me. If you want to make this for the whole family, you can get one of those big cans of chickpeas and then add more rice and more peppers, but my family doesn't want to eat this, and I've been really obsessed for going on a month now. So, okay, next I'm just adding some low sodium soy sauce. I put about a tablespoon in there, and then give that a good stir. And if you find, if you decide to make this yourself and you find that this concoction is just too watery, go ahead and add in 1 or 2 tablespoons of whole wheat flour, or you can do any other flour that you like. Just know that if you do like a coconut flour or an almond flour, you'll be adding a bit of fat to this meal. Right now this has almost 0 grams of fat in here. So I'm just gonna let that kind of simmer and evaporate a little bit, thicken up, and then we'll add some spinach, and that will be it. So I am gonna add a ton of spinach here because, spinach cooks down. And I need to get my greens in. Adding the spinach will also absorb some of the liquid, so that's always good. All right, so I'm gonna turn this off and just let this spinach wilt for a second and then eat it. Okay, cool enough. Y'all, I'm telling you, if there's one thing you see me eat and you want to try, it's this one. All right, so that is it for me today. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if this is your first time here. I would love to see you stick around. And don't forget, comment below. Let me know if you like these types of videos and you want to see more of them. Like I said, I know I haven't done one in a while and I wasn't really sure, like, if y'all really wanted to see them. So let me know. I know this Thursday is Thanksgiving if you're here in the United States. If you are celebrating it, I wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. I know that I am so very grateful for all of you who are here following me on YouTube as well as over on Instagram and Facebook. I just appreciate that you are supporting me and helping me just share my love of eating plants. So you guys have a great rest of the week and I will be seeing you next Monday. Bye.